Have you ever wondered why the kindest people often suffer the most? Why the ones who give the most are usually the most exhausted? Why being good sometimes feels like a punishment instead of a blessing? There is a painful truth many people learn too late. Kindness, when unprotected, can destroy you. This is the story of a man who learned that lesson the hard way. His name was Aaron. Aaron lived in a quiet town where everyone knew everyone. He was known as the good man, the dependable one, the one you could always count on. If someone needed help moving furniture, Aaron was there. If a neighbor needed a ride, Aaron showed up. If a friend needed money, Aaron never asks questions. People said, "Aaron has such a big heart. Aaron is always there." And Aaron believed those words meant he was doing life right. He believed being needed meant being valued. But slowly, without him noticing, his life began to shrink. His mornings were rushed. His nights were restless. His weekends were never his own. There was always someone who needed something, and Aaron never said no. Not because he wanted to help, but because he was afraid of disappointing people. Deep down, Aaron believed that if he stopped giving, people would stop caring. So he kept going. One winter evening, Aaron came home late from work. He had stayed behind to help a coworker finish a project, again. His phone buzzed. It was his sister. "You forgot Mom's appointment today." Aaron froze. He had promised to take her, but earlier that day, a neighbor asked him to fix a broken heater. It will only take an hour. It took 4. His mother had waited alone. That night, Aaron lay awake staring at the ceiling. For the first time, guilt replaced pride. He started to notice things he had ignored before. How people only called when they needed something. How conversations ended the moment he said he was tired. How no one asked how he was doing. Weeks later, his friend Mark asked for money. Just until next month. Aaron hesitated. He was behind on his own bills. Mark noticed the pause and smiled. "Come on, Aaron, you are always the helpful one." That sentence hurt more than the request. Aaron handed over the money. Next month came and went. When Aaron finally asked about it, Mark laughed. "You care too much about money." That night, something inside Aaron broke. He realized he was no longer being helped by kindness, he was being owned by it. One day, while sitting alone in a small cafe, Aaron met an elderly man. They shared a table during a storm. The man noticed Aaron's tired eyes. "You look like someone who gives more than he should." Aaron laughed softly. "Is that obvious?" The man nodded. Kind people carry a certain weight. They talked for hours. And then the man said something Aaron had never heard before. Goodness, without boundaries, is not virtue. It is self-abandonment. Aaron felt those words hit deep. He asked, "But isn't helping people the right thing to do?" The man smiled gently. "Yes, but not at the cost of your own well-being. You are not meant to bleed so others can feel comfortable." That night, Aaron went home changed. The next morning, a coworker asked him to cover another shift. Aaron took a deep breath. No. The silence that followed felt loud. The coworker frowned. "That's not like you." Aaron nodded. "I know." Saying no felt terrifying, but also freeing. The reactions came quickly. Some people were confused, some were angry. Some called him selfish. "You've changed. You're not the same anymore." They were right. Aaron was no longer available to everyone. Something strange happened over time. The people who only used him disappeared. They stopped calling, stopped asking. And the ones who stayed, they listened. They respected his time. Aaron began to sleep better, eat better, live better. One day, his sister visited him. "You seem different," she said. Aaron smiled. "I finally learned that being good doesn't mean being empty." Months later, Aaron was asked to help with a community project. This time, people offered help. They shared the work. They said thank you. Aaron accepted, because this time, kindness was mutual. If you're listening to this and you are the one who always gives, always sacrifices, always feels drained, hear this clearly. You are not weak for being kind, but you are not required to suffer for it. Kindness should not cost you your health, your peace, your identity. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to choose who has access to you. Real goodness does not destroy you. It protects you. Do not confuse love with obligation. Do not confuse generosity with self-neglect. You deserve the same care you give to others. And remember this, the people who truly value you will respect your boundaries. Being kind is beautiful, but being wisely kind is powerful. God bless you. And never forget, you are not selfish for protecting yourself. You are wise.